And if you think this game in this place sounds a little bit familiar, it's because it is. Last year was the same scene, Canadian facing Gunter in the state semifinal round of the playoffs here in Vernon. The Buffs are back in the Elite Eight, and they may be playing a team that might as well be the home team, but as you can see, the Buff support came out strong today. Let him hear it. Let's go, Buffs! We have the cheerleaders, we have the fans, and this is actually a pregame party for both fan bases. From a 3-5 start to playoff bound, the Dallas Cowboys clinched the NFC East with a 27-20 win over Tampa Bay. Dak Prescott said the only doubters this season were from outside the locker room. It may seem like a big stage, but it's one they're familiar with on the road, facing an unbeaten team with not many people picking them to win. This crowd really got into this game. They were really up for Southern Indiana, the Screaming Eagles. Every time they hit a shot, the crowd was with them. We do have a fair few Red Raiders in attendance tonight. Now, a few things to note about this game. Texas Tech coming off of a rough loss to West Virginia and a rough start to the season for their starting quarterbacks. The last time I saw a crowd like this was probably at a Texas Tech game in Lubbock, and they were playing Texas. But despite this, the Buffs hung tough. We got a huge game on tap tonight. Amarillo taking on Tascosa. The theme for this team all season has been, we're not done yet. And now the West Texas A&M men's basketball team is just one game away from playing for a national title. Big game tonight. This is kind of a crucial win for both of these teams. Racers this weekend range in age from 6 to 60 and come from across the country. The season actually began last night with a couple of games, but tonight a full slate of action with 42 games on the menu and 6 more tomorrow. We're starting off in town, Tascosa taking on Abilene for their season opener. And big boy King Doru, expect big things from him this season, big recruit for colleges, and he starts off hot. He even fakes out me right there.
Wow.
Long run down the sideline to the 20 on the second snap of the game. Tascosa's forced to punt on that drive. Next possession, Joseph Plunk takes it down the line for a first down and then some more. And a few plays later, the Rebs are looking for the end zone. Plunk pitches to Doru. He finds the corner of the end zone for the score. 7-0 Rebs with 3:41 on the clock in the first. The number 4 Buffs are back in action and back to beating teams by a lot. Facing Science and Arts from Oklahoma at the First United Bank Center this afternoon, winning 29-11 in period 1 at this point, and they keep it rolling. Drew Evans across the paint to Derek Geddes. He makes a layup fall, 31-11 Buffs. WT was hot from 3 today as well. Joel Murray to Sterling White. He sinks it from behind the arc, 38-12 Buffs. Buffs working under the rim as well. Geddes up for the offensive rebound, comes up with it, and he'll put up 2 Buffs lead. 42-12. They don't let up. James Pennington coming in with some nice moves. His shot is just off, but Ryan Quaid is there for the tip in. 42-13 Buffs. And we'll have more from range. Sterling White to Jordan Collins, and he drains it from behind the arc. WT runs away with this one, 94-49. And to the Big 12, it may not be the best conference in the country, but it can easily be argued as the most entertaining. Oklahoma State looking for the upset over number 9 West Virginia, taking you to the third quarter. Mountaineers up 31-14. Bushland grad Taylor Cornelius at QB for the Cowboys. Cornelius finds Chuba Hubbard in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. 10-point game moving to the fourth. Cornelius floats it up to Tyron Johnson, who hauls it in for the touchdown. It's a 3-point game in the fourth. Will Greer nearly puts this one out of reach, pulls it down and runs it in for the 6-yard touchdown. But the boy from Bushland puts the team on his back, calls his own number to run it in for the 9-yard touchdown. Game on the line now. Less than a minute to go. We'll get Cornelius. He finds Tylen Wallace, and he's going to power into the end zone for the score and the lead. Oklahoma State hangs on to upset number 9 West Virginia 45-41. And back to basketball, the regional games will be played this Saturday, the same day as the girls' state final championship games, which Amarillo, Claude, and Nazareth all have a chance of playing in.
Things are looking really good for some of the area teams, right?
Yeah, they are. Not looking so good for Oklahoma.
Yeah, I figured you'd bring that up.
They lost to Baylor tonight. Just wanted to let you know in case you missed that game.
No, thank you for the reminder.
No problem. And preseason football is in full swing across the Panhandle, with players and coaches focused on realignment, coaching changes, and what it will take to end the season in Cowboys Stadium. But one Panhandle team was forced to put football in perspective, with one of their own facing a challenge much greater than a game.
When adversity pulls out a knife, we're going to pull out a machete, and that's at the point we're at.
With over 20 years on a football field, Antonio Murga has seen his fair share of adversity. You know fall has arrived when Coach Murga is at Dumas High School before the sun comes up.
I get paid to do what I love. I get paid to come out here. I ain't worked a day in my life.
But about a month ago, waking up for practice took on a new meaning. Murga was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Sitting at home and thinking about it, and just sitting there and dying, for lack of better words. I'm not thinking about this thing. I'm focusing on what I love to do.
He's really touched a lot of lives through this game, so what better place to be than on the field with these kids, continuing doing what he's doing.
And what Murga does best is coach.
We've been with Coach Murga for a while, so it's pretty shocking. We're not sure how long he's going to be here, but we're all working for him.
I was pretty sad about it, but it just pushed us all to do better, and that's basically it.
We've got a motto this year that's together stronger, and how better fitting than this situation right here to rally together.
Murga is no stranger to adversity. He just has a new fight.
We got our machetes out and we're going to work.
Defense, who needs it? OU sure hasn't needed much of it this season, especially with an offense like this. The Sooners posted nearly 700 yards in their 51-46 win over Texas Tech tonight. Kyler Murray led the Sooners to success rushing for 100 yards and passing for 400. The Sooners came back from 2 early turnovers, but they didn't run away with this one easy.
We've been fighting hard. We got to find a way to win these games. We're not getting it done at the end of these close games. And
it's always a good thing when, first quarter you get 2 interceptions, especially where the ball was at the time. So, it'd be nice to start every game off with 2 interceptions, but we just got to keep coming to work.
Texas Tech had the momentum for most of the first half, but a familiar struggle. An injured starting quarterback came back to haunt the Red Raiders before halftime.
Proud of Jet's effort. I thought he came in a little bit sluggish. I didn't give him good plays early, things he was comfortable with, but that's a tough spot once again. He's thrown into and he competes and gives us a chance. And so I was proud of his effort, but we got to find a way to finish these games.
Now, Texas Tech will need their offense at full force against a prolific Texas Longhorn defense in the Jones next week. In Lubbock, Amanda Atwell, ABC 7 Sports.